Oh my God, my gorgeous Gemini, oh my God, you need to pay attention to what exactly is going to happen in between the 14th and the 17th of April 2024. Something completely mind-blowing is going to happen. Something completely unexpected is going to happen, and I don't care what you're gonna say, honestly. You can seriously expect, the unexpected. You will find yourself somewhere completely unplanned. In fact, the way things are gonna unfold within these few days is where you are gonna have such a great sense of urgency to go somewhere and do something. Like, this is how you're gonna feel. But this great sense of urgency which you're gonna have, it's connected to an ongoing problem in your life that have been making things so difficult in your life, in such a way where lots of things became like kind of stagnate. It's like kind of stagnate. It caused stagnation. And this in itself, it's important to mention. Within these few days, you are gonna feel so keen and so adamant to deal with some kind of specific problem that has been bothering you for a while. You will know and you will clearly understand that you need to bring something to an end. You will need to bring something to an end. But only you can do this, my gorgeous Gemini, because this in itself is your responsibility. But to make things even more weird, to make things even more bizarre, my gorgeous Gemini, when I say that within these few days, you're gonna feel so kind of strongly, you're gonna feel so kind of adamant to go and bring certain problem to an end, okay? And then boom, when things are going to become really interesting is you're not going to end up where you will originally plan to go. Remember, you will just want to deal with a specific problem that has been bothering you for so long. You will want to bring something to an end, but you will not end where you are gonna plan to go. You see what I mean? In a midway, whatever is gonna happen, however it's gonna happen spontaneously, you are gonna get like an urgent message or an urgent phone call or some kind of information, and you're gonna realize, oh my God, I need to go somewhere else. So when I say something is gonna happen in such a spontaneous way, this, my gorgeous Gemini, is what you can expect. Where you're gonna go and where you're gonna end up, it's gonna be completely unplanned whatsoever. It's gonna be completely unplanned, and something is going to happen. Something really good, it's going to happen to you. Something brilliant, it's going to happen to you. And it's going to pull you right back where you should be. You are going to find this is all going to happen completely unexpectedly, but most certainly you are exactly where you need to be at this stage of your life. Your number is 444. Oh my God, I'm going to explode. It's one of the most angelic numbers you can possibly have. And yes, you are gonna feel like something or someone is around you and guiding you all the time. There is gonna be such a powerful indication at around that time as well. Something odd is gonna happen. Maybe the plant is just gonna start floating. No, something really odd is going to happen, my gorgeous Gemini, and only you're gonna be able to notice this. But then again, it's like gonna prove to you the fact that you are tapping into something really sacred here. You will be able to feel this with your whole being, let alone your soul, let alone your spirituality. So what is going to happen? Well, it's going to be brilliant experience, but something is going to be uncovered. You're going to find something out. You're going to realize something. You're going to discover something so much. You want to do so badly that this moment in time is going to change your life forever, because after that moment in time, my gorgeous Gemini, every single aspect of your life is going to change. Oh my God. Do I need to say more, my gorgeous Geminini? So this is brilliant. This is just a start. Seriously. When it comes to nutrition, you know how important nutrition is to me, my gorgeous Geminini. I highly suggest you something which is going to help you to boost your immune system, but at the same time, it's also going to help you to re-energize yourself. A lot is going to be going on. A lot is going to be happening here, my gorgeous Geminini. So I just want you to be in top form. That way you're going to be able to stay on top of things, okay? So I highly recommend you something like natural vitamin D3 alongside natural K2, which is going to help its absorption. You also need to be taking something like a natural zinc picolinate at around 25 milligrams. And on top of that, also organic camu camu, which is a natural form of vitamin C. You do not want ascorbic acid because it's absolutely no, baby, no, it's synthetic. People think it's natural, but it's not, okay? So you need to stick to something like organic camu camu. This wonderful combination is going to boost your immune system naturally, and it's also going to help you to re-energize yourself as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Geminini, or not. So now I'm going to start with the very first date here. The very first date that you need to pay attention to is going to be bum bum bum, the 1st of April. I like it so much. I like it. I like it. I like it. How this vibration, this energy, it's literally gonna start taking you forward from the very 1st of April. You will notice indeed how different you feel. It's gonna be like this powerful energy, this crispy feeling, which is gonna lead towards your own awakening. And I said this on so many occasions, my gorgeous Geminini. It's one of those things, you know, on the 1st of April, it's like one of those things, like for example, even if you didn't sleep like about a few days, do you know what I mean? Even if you didn't sleep like a few days, you're still going to wake up refreshed and crispy and fresh. You know what I mean? On the 1st of April. This is the energy I'm talking about. You will see how good you're going to feel the moment you wake up on the 1st of April. But then again, it's not only about that, but the moment you wake up on the 1st of April, you need to make the most of it, my gorgeous Geminini. What is going to be on your mind? It's going to be on your mind is going to be the specific person. There is someone really specific going to be on your mind on the 1st of April, okay? And that particular person who is going to be on your mind on the 1st of April, my gorgeous Geminini, it's somebody who you like, somebody who you appreciate, somebody who you adore, somebody who is indeed in your life, and somebody who's very, very spiritual, somebody who's very psychic, and somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who really understands you on when it comes to every step of your spiritual journey, somebody who is very precious to you, and somebody who is very special to you, somebody who means to you so much, and somebody who is indeed in your life. This particular wonderful, gorgeous person is going to be on your mind on the very 1st of April. And you know what you're going to notice? That what you need, that you're not going to be able to stop thinking about that person. And that particular person who is going to be on your mind, just send them something. Send them a little message. So just say hello. That's all you need to do. You will see that that precious person in your life, it's going to be so keen, so eager, so excited to tell you something really specific, This information is going to be crucial for you, my gorgeous Geminini, at this stage of your life, and you would never ever otherwise find this out. This information is crucial, absolutely crucial. You need to know this information, absolutely important indeed, and it's going to be obvious to you exactly why, okay? And also, my gorgeous Geminini, when it comes to the 1st of April, it's not only about what's going to be on your mind, baby, but it's also about, you know, when it comes to the 1st of April, I don't even know how to say this. You are going to have an amazing news. You're going to have an amazing news on the 1st of April. Not only this news, it's going to make you feel so enthusiastic and so passionate. It's going to bring that great sense of urgency when it comes to you knowing exactly, oh my God, which parts of your life you will be able to speed up right now and you will be able to focus on. So therefore, this good news, it's also going to allow you to accept some kind of a challenge, you know, and that in itself is pretty much so. I know this is going to sound weird, but you will realize that now I know it's going to sound weird, okay? But you will realize that now it's time to let go of the past. Now you have to focus on the future, my gorgeous Gemini. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but you will realize that now it's time to let go of the past and now it's time to focus on the future, okay? And this in itself is going to allow you to move on instead of having a fear from moving on, because this in itself has been creating this fear when it comes to you wanting to move on with your life, or every time you wanted to move on with your life within the last 3 months. These elements from your past have been causing a bit of a problem here. So this in itself, it's really going to nicely open you up. And at the beginning of this month, you know, the first thing to have something like this to unfold is the first thing at the beginning of the month. Oh my God, it can only lead towards something absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. This is probably going to be the most powerful moment of personal liberation you've actually had. And this is going to feel like this. Trust me. Because by the time you already get to the 5th of April, oh my God, I'm going to explode. Oh my God, I need Big Mama to calm me down. No, by the time you get to the I need a Big Mama to calm me down. Yeah, anyway, by the time you get to the 5th of April, like, oh my God, my gorgeous Gemini, on the 5th of April, you are, because you see what I mean. So now on the 1st of April, fantastic news, you know, you're going to realize you need to let go of the past. You need to focus on the future. This is going to help you to realize that you had some kind of fear from moving on because it was connected to your past. Very, very deep and very, very significant for you to understand this at this stage of your spiritual journey. So by the time you get to the 5th of April, you are going to have this new idea, new plan. The 5th of April is bringing, you're going to have this new idea and new plan. This in itself is pretty much so for you now. This is something that you really need to focus on. Yes, it is to do with like some kind of a hard work which is going to be ahead. Do not let that put you off whatsoever. Do not let that put you off, my gorgeous Gemini. Samantha is getting all nervous, like you know, like, I didn't name it yet, Violet. There you go, Violet, you're Violet. Violet is getting all twitchy, you know what I mean? Violet is all getting twitchy, you know. You need to understand the seriousness of this, my gorgeous Gemini. So it is this new idea, a new plan which you're gonna have. Listen, there is some kind of clarity which you're gonna have beforehand. So I would say the 3rd and 4th of April are going to bring you some kind of a clarity. So by the time you get to the 5th of April, you are gonna pretty much gonna have this new idea, new plan. Not only this is like gonna be really, really hard work, you need to understand this, okay? But it's gonna lead towards your own breakthrough, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's also gonna lead towards huge success and victory as well. It's even going to enlighten you spiritually. It is even going to enlighten you spiritually, because you will see, especially in between the 5th of April and the 11th of April, how, like, oh my God, it's like you're really gonna have all sorts of ideas and realizations on your mind in terms of your spirituality as well. You're really gonna start coming out of yourself, and you will see things that you have been neglecting and missing out on, but only because you have been going through so much, my gorgeous Gemini, within the last few months especially, and this has been affecting your energy. I'm not saying you have been neglecting yourself, but I'm just saying that it's important to be on top of our own spirituality. You know, it's so important when it comes to the balance in our life in general. So this is why you need to understand this. So on the 5th of April, this is going to lead towards your own success. This is going to also lead towards like a spiritual enlightenment. And I like this. because when that means that your inner guidance is going to be very highlighted here, and you are going to start kind of process of searching for deeper truths. When it comes to your life, you're really going to find yourself being part of this universal flow, my gorgeous Gemini, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to contribute so much also to understand how important it is to be patient as well. Lots of people put things off just because they can't wait for the certain point in their life, but we just have to kind of maybe focus on like an end result and just go with that flow instead of thinking like about those bits and pieces in between, because they're never exactly how we imagine them to be, and that's how it's meant to be. Okay, so now you are gonna also make a really major choice on the 5th of April. You're also gonna be making, because you're gonna be spiritually enlightened through all this, you are having a really powerful moment of your personal realignment here as well, and that in itself is gonna lead towards you also making a major choice when it comes to something that you are finding so hard to let go of. And the sooner you actually do this, the more positive and optimistic you're going to be, because it's something that has been causing so much of negativity when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your way of thinking, which has been sadly reflecting on kind of new beginnings lately. So the sooner you snap out of it, the more happier, my gorgeous Gemini, you're literally going to be. Another thing I was going to recommend you, absolutely a must, Dragon Blood. This is Dragon Blood pendant. This is brilliant. This pendant is all going to help you a lot to open your eyes towards things you should have your eyes open towards. It's bringing a clarity into your life, what you should be focusing on. But it's brilliant for decision making, and it's brilliant for problem solving as well. This is something you should be wearing, my gorgeous Gemini, within the next few months indeed. This comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. Just click on the name of this video and it's going to expand, or just see on top of the comments. I pin my products on top of the comments now as well to make it easier, or you just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop and my page is gonna come up that way as well. You can always buy for somebody else if you feel like you don't need it or you've already bought it, you see. The next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be on the 11th of April. Oh, listen to me very carefully. This is a big mama here in itself. On the 11th of April, there is this problem which is going to rise up. There is a difficult issue that you're going to be dealing on the 11th of April. The more difficult issue you feel this is, the better for you it's going to be. Do you get me? So on the 11th of April, you will be dealing with a very, very difficult problem, very difficult issue. And the more you find this difficult, the better for you it's going to be. You know why? It's not about a problem. It's not about an issue. It's not about this difficulty. It's not about whatever makes you feel so frustrated here. Not at all, baby. It's more about the fact that on the 11th of April, whichever problem here you are dealing with, it's gonna be a sign, and it's going to be a time to actually move on from that. This is so important. So this problem, which is going to arise on the 11th of April, it's also your sign for number one, that something has come to an end. Number two, you need to deal with this immediately. Number three, I don't need to tell you this because you are gonna feel so determined, and you are at this stage of your life going to have absolutely enough about something really, really specific here. Hallelujah, my gorgeous Gemini. That's exactly how I want you. Welcome back, my gorgeous Gemini. Welcome back. You see, I say this because that particular problem, that particular issue, that particular bastard here that you're gonna be dealing with, my gorgeous Gemini, now, it's not about you. Oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? I'm so sad, I'm so negative. No, baby, no. No, baby, no. Here, you're gonna become so strong. You're gonna become so powerful. This in itself, it's gonna have a completely opposite effect on you, to what this would normally have, because you are going to realize that you had absolutely enough of something here. Nothing is going to stop you ever again. This is to do with one of the biggest problems, one of the most difficult issues in your life you've ever had to deal with, and now you're going to have absolutely enough. And you are absolutely right. You're going to feel so determined, so determined, so determined here to follow your dreams and to do what you want to do, and to go follow the path you want to follow. And now you're going to have absolutely enough. This in itself, this bad situation, it's really going to refresh you. It's really going to re-energize you. It's going to be one of the biggest awakening moments of your life. Why? Because you will know exactly what do you want to do with your life, and most importantly, you will know what you don't want to do in your life anymore. Hallelujah. You are coming out of something absolutely crazy. You're gonna be so much happier here. Within the next few days, there are certain things you're gonna realize about yourself, about your life, about your future, what you wanna do. You know, there are new things that you are gonna come up with in terms of ideas when it comes to your life. You are gonna start to feel alive again. You're also on the 11th of April, you are gonna be reminded now of a certain memories, Yes, you are gonna maybe see someone, or you're gonna be reminded of someone who is gonna remind you, who is gonna remind you of a certain memories from like a long time ago. And now for some reason, when you're reminded of the certain memories, it's not exactly what you're gonna be reminded of, but what exactly you're gonna tap into, because somehow you are gonna realize like it's time for a new venture. But you're also gonna know by connecting and reconnecting with your past which venture this exactly is. This is really going to help you out so much when it comes to negative thinking that has been slowing you down to move forward with your life. You're gonna open your mind so beautifully, and you are gonna start becoming very kind of objective, and you're gonna be able to release limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts. And this is all gonna help you, to move on with your life. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Gemini. I do not even know what to say. This time of your life is just more important than you can possibly imagine. I mean, come on. It's not only about April. May, it's gonna be crazy. June, it's gonna be out of this world. By the end of June, you are going to have such a stage of your life coming up. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know to say. The end of June, your new life is about to start. At the end of June 2024, your new life is about to start. But it wouldn't start if things didn't take this turn. Oh my God. By the end of June, let me put it this way. By the end of June, you are going to have a karmic reward, my gorgeous Gemini. That's all I can say. But it's going to be crazy. It's going to be good. It's going to be mental. And you're going to absolutely love it. Oh my God. The next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, and before I go there, another thing I was going to recommend you would be this gorgeous peanut obsidian. This peanut obsidian is fantastic against stress, against anxiety, against negativity, against any kind of like a downer, any kind of negative energy. But also it's against negative energy, negative people. It's a brilliant, to protect yourself against all these things. And also on another note, it's fantastic when it comes to like us being really creative about things we should be creative about. So that way it also helps us to protect our energy. This gorgeous peanut obsidian comes with sterling silver chain, and it's the link to buy this is in the description below, or just it's pinned on top of the comments, or you just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way as well. The next important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be on the 21st of April. On the 21st of April, you know that you are really gonna have on the 21st of April, You're really going to have such a beautiful and such a positive experience. A really beautiful and really positive experience on the 21st of April. It's on one hand going to show you what exactly are you missing out in life. That's how you're going to feel. But this is good. This is good. Okay. But then on another note, you know, there is something that you're going to find out. There is something that you're going to find out as well. So it's not only about this positive experience and you having fun, my gorgeous Gemini, but there is something that you're going to find out here. You're going to find out on one hand, what do you want to do? What do you want to bring into your life and how you want to change your life? There is something which is going to inspire you here so nicely. But on another hand, you're also going to find out what has been making you insecure and what has been causing lack of strength. And this in itself has kind of created a massive obstacle. And this also, it's connected to like some kind of maybe like a family problem or an issue where maybe more than one person is actually involved, you know. And now you're gonna realize something, that there was maybe some kind of a problem with the money, problem with the finances. Maybe certain people were really greedy and this really did put you off. And here you're gonna realize, you know, some really important lesson when it comes to life. And this lesson, it's also gonna make such a positive impact, because after this moment in time, I'm not saying that you were holding on to money or anything like that, but after that moment in time, you are gonna be able to relax about something so nicely. And this is gonna reflect on your spirit in such a way where maybe you were holding to money too tightly because there was some kind of issue and problem that was subconsciously affecting you, and maybe certain family members or maybe a couple of people were affected by this problem. However, this is going to really help you to move on, my gorgeous Gemini. This is really going to help you to move on, and it is some kind of spiritual lesson which you are going to have here. You will realize that you are either that maybe you were giving too much of your time and energy towards something like kind of financial, and in the process maybe you just kind of didn't give enough energy to yourself, or you didn't reward yourself enough. So this is why this is going to be important for you when it comes to your entire well-being, you know. And this is why this is so significant. Absolutely perfect, my gorgeous Gemini, because at the same time it's gonna be one of those situations where you're gonna realize it's better to be happy and enjoy your life than to kind of be holding on to certain things, you know, that are maybe just materialistic and they just are not really part of, you know, who we are and part of what we are in the long run. You know, there is something so deep that you're going to realize about yourself and about your life. On one hand, this is going to really help you to not to kind of hold to certain things too tightly. So of course it's going to have a completely opposite effect when it comes to things that you want to come towards your life, towards you after this point, you see, because when you're too intensely thinking about something and waiting for something, you prevent this from happening and from coming to you. So this is really kind of going to help you to release negativity, and it's going to rejuvenate you to the point where after this moment in time you're going to start attracting things into your life you wanted to attract but you had problems and difficulties with, both for money, people, and things in general. Whoa, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm gonna explode. The next important date is gonna be on the 28th of April. Ooh la la. On the 28th of April, my gorgeous Gemini, you see, oh my God, couple of things, and I know I've seen this before. You will become aware of someone taking an advantage of someone, and you need to do something about it. You need to. Don't keep it to yourself. I've seen this before and I'm seeing it again. You are going to become aware of someone just really taking an advantage of somebody else, and you need to do something about it. Please, this is very important. You do not put a blind eye on this, my gorgeous Gemini. And you just need to do something. You need to say something. And the reason why is not only you're going to be doing the right thing, but then also you are going to find out in that process something for yourself. you will realize that there are certain informations and documents that you're going to need to pay attention to and look into it more carefully. Okay? So, see what I mean? That's why there is something really important for there for you as well. But also, on another hand, on the 28th of April, my gorgeous Gemini, also fantastic moment of justice, justice, justice. You are gonna feel very happy. So you're either waiting for some kind of a legal justice, maybe somebody's trying to make some kind of decision for you, or maybe you're just waiting for something to be resolved. It doesn't have to be legal necessarily, but it's still important to you. It's like to do with the situation which is in somebody else's hand. So for a while you're like kind of stuck in a limbo and you're just waiting for a response. What's going to happen? Let me tell you what's going to happen, my gorgeous Gemini. You are going to have a good news when it comes to justice, 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 whether this is to do with the legal justice or whether you're waiting for somebody to decide something for you. This is going to mean to you so much because you also going to be able to make a really, really important decision now. It's not so much about the justice, but it's more about this important decision that you are going to realize you're going to be able to make. And this decision is something you have been thinking and planning about for such a long time, for maybe a couple of years. My God. So this is why you are going to feel so excited. You're going to feel so happy because you're going to be able to make this important decision which you have been planning for a long time. And you know that it's to do with an opportunity you've already have been aware of. It's to do with an opportunity you already knew. You were already aware of this opportunity, but it's to do with your plan for the future. It's to do with your future. So you were already aware of this opportunity that I'm seeing here. It's not something that's going to come up now. No, baby, no. You knew about this opportunity, and that opportunity is to do with planning for the future. But you were just waiting for this moment of justice as your green light and a sign to go for it, go for it, go for it. You know that, my gorgeous Gemini, again, you're going to have such a powerful sign. You're going to feel so happy. You're going to feel so good because this is something also you have been waiting for like a while now. And you know, not only you're going to feel so good and so happy and so excited, oh my God, but you're also again going to have such a good omen, such a good sign. You will know that this is going to bring nothing but huge, massive, giant victory into your life in every possible way you can imagine. Oh my goodness. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. So for those of you who are in relationship, you know that your partner is going to come up with a very, very interesting idea. This is really going to surprise you. It's going to surprise you. It's going to be very unusual idea. It's going to be very kind of out of character. It is not something that you would expect your partner to come up with, but you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So this partner is going to come up with an idea, and that idea that your partner is going to come up with at around the 18th of April, just few days later, there is going to be an opportunity that you're both going to be able to take. Okay, and it's based on that idea, and that opportunity is going to be so brilliant for both of you because it's going to change your life in a good way. And it's to do with your life, it's to do with your lifestyle, it's to do with things that you do on daily basis. It's just making your life so much more meaningful and so much more happier for both of you. And also it has a very important element of something, some kind of plan, something something you wanted to do, both of you, for a long time. But at some point in your past, you had a negative change of circumstances and you had to kind of put a stop on a certain plan. This is not just to do with that plan, but it has an element from a plan from before, but your partner is going to come up with something different, which is going to be connected to that, if you understand what I mean. I know it sounds crazy, but this time in between was ever so important for both of you in terms of knowledge. What are you doing right now? You're mixing and blending things together and you're creating something new. This time in between now and when the original plan was slowed down was just so important. And you will see it's important because both of you evolved towards the right direction. So that's why things are going to seem and feel so good for both of you. And this is going to reflect on your life, and it's to do with something you wanted to do for a long time, but now with the difference that it's going to be so much better. This in itself, it's not only to do with an opportunity that you both of you wanted for a long time, but it's also going to help you to reconnect. You will realize how much you mean to each other. This is going to be so good for you both, but it's also going to be amazing when it comes to your relationship, because this is something which is going to bring you together. Absolutely brilliant. You know, in 1 month's time after this, your both lives are going to become like an adventure. That's all I can say. And when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Gemini, like, oh my God, you know that you're going to be working on something, or you're going to be doing something, and you're going to be surrounded by the certain people. You're going to be surrounded by the certain people. This is what I see. And there is somebody very, very interesting who is about to start appearing in your life. I know you're gonna be surrounded by the people. Maybe you're gonna be out. Maybe you're gonna be having lunch somewhere. Maybe you're gonna be even partying. Maybe there is gonna be some kind of party or some kind of celebration. Or maybe this is gonna be like a group of people at work, or like at work, delegating, talking, planning, doing things, or it's going to happen after work or after some kind of a gathering. For some reason, I do see the actual work being connected to it. And this doesn't matter if you are retired, for example. Maybe it's going to be like some kind of classes that you are attending if you are retired. Maybe it's to do with some kind of a hobby. Maybe it's to do with some kind of a course which you took. You know, it doesn't really matter whether you're retired or whether you're working whatsoever. What am I trying to say is that somehow you meeting this wonderful person, it's gonna kind of happen at around that time in this particular way. So it's gonna be either after work, or it's gonna be like a maybe, or it's going to be like just a basic, like some kind of party or some kind of a gathering. That's the bottom line. But there is somebody who you are going to see for the first time ever. Somebody, like, I think that you're going to start fancying somebody and liking somebody purely due to their intelligence. This is what is really going to, this is what's going to get you going. Somebody's going to seem so intelligent to you, but this is to do with a specific intelligence. What are you going to feel, and what is going to be behind that? It's going to be slightly different, because it's not only about an intelligence, but it's also to do with the spiritual intelligence, which you will not be able to recognize immediately. But I know that you are going to start talking to that person. Something is going to happen in between you two. Immediately you are going to go inside the room and you're going to sleep together. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking again. Sorry, I'm joking. No, something is going to immediately happen in between you two, my gorgeous Gemini. There are like certain conversations which you are going to have, and one thing is going to lead into another, and you are going to be turned on by this person, and this person is going to be turned on by you. But I think it's a lot to do with like the way you're thinking and the way that person is thinking. You know, you will realize, oh my God, we really think alike. And the more you talk, the more you're going to be, hello, my darling. You know, the more you talk to that person, the more the more fascinating this person is going to become. You're going to feel connection, like, oh my God, This is going to be somebody very special who is about to enter your life. The more you talk to this person, the more you're going to fancy this person, the more beautiful this person is going to become, you know. This is brilliant, but you must not make a mistake. What's the mistake? I'll tell you what. So that's an amazing person who you're going to meet this month. And even if you don't meet this person in April, don't be sad. It's going to happen in May, perhaps, because sometimes what I see is a little bit earlier, or sometimes it's exactly at that time, or sometimes it's just a little bit later. So it depends on your personal spiritual journey. So don't be put off if that person doesn't walk into your life in April. It's going to happen in May, for example. Do not be put off. But what I need you to be very smart and very clever about, you are going to have a bit of a test here. So you're going to fancy this person, really like this person, but almost immediately something is going to happen. This is going to be crazy months. And there is going to be somebody else who is going to come in. What are you going to be up to, my gorgeous Gemini? What is going on? How many of them are going to come in? No, there is somebody else who is going to come in. But that particular person who is suddenly going to come in is somehow connected to your past. No, baby, no. Don't give in. Your karma in between you and that other person who is about to come in from your past, the karma has come to an end. But it's hard, I know, because you probably still fancy that person. And now suddenly you will have a choice of somebody whom you were in the past with, and you will have a choice of this person. It's down to you. It's up to you. I like this new person here. And that's the part of your challenge. That's the part of your little challenge, which means that this person is special, very special. So the part of your challenge is to do not give in when blasts from the past makes their announcement. This is a very, very special person. Therefore, this one here is the way to go. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.